Hello and welcome back to Proxians Only. This quote-unquote challenge run has just took a massive step down in difficulty as we've upgraded from an army of 1 to an army of 2, and Alpha wasn't exactly struggling on his own, so I suspect we'll be more than capable of handling the Black Site, even though we're going into it with full Tier 1 gear. We haven't gotten a second engineer, so we haven't been able to make Tier 2 gear. It is what it is. It's not really a problem. But yeah, I fully believe we can handle this in no small part because of the Whistling Storm cannon. I've posted on the modding Discord, and from what I can tell, this is not supposed to be dealing double damage, but currently it one-shots enemies even if it were dealing this damage, 10 to 11, not 20 to 22. So between episodes, I'm going to see if I can't figure out... So as I was making this segment about how I'm going to edit the code and just cut the damage in half so that hitting twice won't matter, just change that variable, one of the mod authors responded by posting that this is nothing on my end. There was a copy paste and it's just a result of that it's hitting twice. Cool. So hopefully that actually gets fixed if I just wait a day or two before I record the next segment. But for now, since it's already killing everyone in one hit anyway, there's no difference in 10 or 20 or 6,000. It's all the same number. I'm going to go ahead and just play this section. In the late game, I do need to wait for this to get fixed because, I mean, yeah, they're comically overpowered, but they shouldn't be that comically overpowered. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's go handle the Black Site. Wait, I've made a mistake. Abort, come back. We're not doing it yet. I'm sorry. Oh, Proxians can't use Skulljacks. I was unaware of this. That makes skull mining substantially less appealing. In that case, I'll throw in a random rookie. I'm not using a character pool at all right now in the process of updating a bunch of character pools. The only thing in my character pool at the minute is Alpha and Omega. Everything else is zipped away. But we're going to bring this person just to use the Skulljack. Now we can go. It turns out we needed this rookie to carry the Black Site file as well. I forgot about that entirely, but yeah, we need this person for multiple reasons. For now, though, let's just get running forward and see what's going on in the Black Site. Nothing yet. No surprise there. And we're actually going to bring the rookie with us because we need them to Skulljack somebody. Hopefully they don't just mess it up repeatedly. Why do I not have the Skulljack ability? The only gear I gave you was the Skulljack. 1 second. Yeah, no, they've got it equipped. What's this do without skull mining? Maybe it only shows up if you're next to them. Just in case, I think I got a tech specialist by random coincidence. Gonna give you the Skulljack instead. Alright, so she also doesn't display that she has the Skulljack. It must only come up when she's actually in line of sight to something. I'm not really sure what's going on there.
Not too far.
Anyway, Proxians might technically have the least mobility, but the reality is that they are stupidly fast. Moving around normally sucks, but they shouldn't be doing that in the first place.
All forces converge.
And I guess we're cutting this way towards the building. I feel like they just don't stand a chance in hell. I do need to Skulljack a trooper, so I'm not super interested in running up ahead of time. There might be a turret, like, right next to where I just walked. I don't actually know what's on the roof yet. No, we're good. Alright, everyone's on the roof. Next turn, we can try to deal with this Sectoid and Stun Lancer. Or not. We'll wait for them to come back. I'll see you then. Alright, I'm done waiting for them to come back towards the roof. I'm just gonna go get them.
Captain would serve our purposes nicely.
Oh yeah, we're not supposed to get a trooper. We're supposed to get a captain. Thanks for the reminder, Kaigen. I literally forgot what the mission was. Man, they really do not want to get stabbed. To be fair, running away from the Proxians is a good plan, but I kind of thought we'd have a fight about it.
Affirmative.
A turn on top of the building and a cutscene to watch. I suppose it's more accurate to say that I have a cutscene to watch, because God knows I'm editing that out. You can run forward to here. Run forward to there. Get closer here as well.
In short order.
And then next turn we can Skulljack the officer and complain when Hopkins fails us. Or they can walk away too. That's cool, that's fine. You don't have to fight me. Alright, surely they don't just keep walking away from me like everyone else. I'm fine with pulling both pods at once. That's not something that concerns me at all. This officer is really frustrating me. I just can't get an ambush. Everyone just running flat away from me as hard as they can. Are you in range? Perfect. Just take the 82%. I don't even care what you pull. It'll be fine.
fighting.
Like, I just want the fight to start. I'm tired of people walking away from it. Hopkins, you're beautiful, and you couldn't be more perfect. Thank you.
Access to the Advent Psionics network.
In addition to everything else we're pulling, Hopkins is taking a wound. Not that I care. They can die right now. They're done being useful. But we're also summoning a Codex.
It's only a matter of time before they detect our intrusion.
No, Hopkins, I don't think I really care about that ability point you just gained. Don't think that's actually very helpful. So where's the Codex scattered to? Because I would love to whistle it. It's scattered back far enough that whistles probably aren't happening. You're in range to stab a Purifier. Am I afraid of getting hit by the Purifier? Not really. Real life gets in the way, as it often does. What was I doing? I had just spawned a Codex. Did I pull both pods? No, you're in extended vision range hanging out. That sucks for the enemy team, doesn't it? How much does this hit for? 8 to 12? I think the plan is to overdrive on both of these guys for increased movement range so I can run in, stab, and do a bunch of other things. That seems just eminently reasonable to me. And then after that, we try to slow it down, but this needs to die in one hit, and the only way to do that's going to be to use one whistle on it. Seems a little bit unnecessary. We can kill the Purifier last, that's just for sure, because the Purifier is wholly not important. He can't actually deal damage to the units I care about. I could just rocket this. That seems pretty reasonable. Instead of using a whistle, since there's only one other enemy on the board that matters, this leaves both halves easy to kill. I was expecting the wall to break, to be fair. That's probably not dying this turn. Still, I'd expect it to use a Psionic Bomb. Oh, wait. Yeah, that'll do it. Thanks, Tesla Lance. What do you look like? Nice. For some reason, I was expecting it to be exactly Null Lance. I'm just very happy it's anything else. Anyway, Reckoning. Whoops. I am just out of range to get Reckoning, huh? Well, I don't want to be out of range to get Reckoning, is the issue. I can jump in. Yeah, the Codex matters just tremendously more than the Purifier does. So I'm gonna let the Purifier live and stab the Codex instead. That's a guaranteed kill. And I may as well shoot the other guy.
It appears some physical remnant of the Codex was left behind when it dissipated. Hopefully, it will provide some insight into the aliens' ongoing plans.
I've got bad news for the assassin. Today is going to be rough. Last time she lost to one Proxian.
And I will end this quickly.
The chosen assassin is moving near your position. Stay on guard, people.
Please like a dog.
Oh, he's running for his life. I mean, that's fair. That's a good strat considering the circumstances.
Operational.
Going to have everyone just cut over here.
New terrain discovered.
Did I? No, that's going to be a cutscene. It's not a pull. There's no way that's a pull. Yeah, good.
Cannon ready.
Reload off his gun and see if anyone runs up between turns. Probably not. I can hear the assassin running around on the right side. I think I just want to go straight on top of the roof, figure out where turrets are at, see if the assassin reveals. No turrets in range. I'm not allowed to attack on this character, so I'm just going to move in this direction. And everyone else can run up top as well. You are more mobile than I was expecting, Omega.
Relocating to new.
I think the mobility BCSs are doing a lot of work, to be honest. 1 or 2 mobility is not the biggest deal in the world, but when you have base 10, it's kind of massive. Also, that blast padding represents so much health. That additional pip of armor is kind of huge. Oh, hey, there she is. Now, I think my Proxians are immune to daze. Not daze, blind, both, really. But it doesn't really matter, I guess, if she's going to slash Hopkins.
Grasp the chosen in our sights. It's time to take them out.
My forces grow in number.
Well, there is a guy in there now, I guess. We'll deal with him later. You're going in the building, aren't you? Yeah. Well, we may as well free action pick you up. And I hate to tell you this, Hopkins, but your life is not particularly important to me. Like, you've done the thing I needed from you, so if you could just hop down here and tell us where she is. Even this is like pushing it. This is using you a little bit more than might be okay with the rules.
You heard the doctor.
Oh, great, more
Secure
cutscenes.
that canister.
There we go. That one was brief. Okay, I'm gonna start by using Reckoning here. I'm choosing not to use the Whistling Storm Cannon on the Assassin for this mission, strictly because I know that it's bugged and it would deal meaningfully more damage to them, unlike everyone else.
All freedom in your hands.
So instead, we're just gonna use a good old-fashioned rocket.
By the way, missile launch detected.
And then over here, we can take the grapple as, not the grapple, the Reckoning as well. Then we Whiplash, then we Taser Blades. Good chance that she's going to live through all of that, but not be happy about it. There will be a Retribution right at the end, though. Maybe she dies to that.
That will not be enough to stop.
Only 85. Managed to land it, though. Yeah, she's probably just dead. Retribution can miss. It's not 100. So, let's see how it goes.
It will take more than superficial wounds to slow my advance.
Now, that did not look superficial.
No human standing.
Oh, do you not have Retribution? She has Shadow Step. There we go. I figured it out.
Wash away your suffering.
Now, the saddest thing about having an assassin chosen here is that it doesn't really do anything to Alpha. I had to stop and wait for him to start getting back up. Like, yeah, that wasn't pleasant. It didn't look good. But it was fine. I'm gonna walk out just like this on Alpha, because I might get a pull and immediately cannon. That's fine. I'm more than happy to stab her and call it a day. Oh yeah, even though these are robots, they can make bond mates. Eventually, this will be a bond pair. And that will be very fair and very balanced.
Is here to stay.
Oh, when you kill the Chosen, it just instantly clears the status elements on other people. I had no idea that was a thing. Now, looking at experience counts, we're never promoting Alpha this mission. Even stacking everyone who's left on Omega probably doesn't get a promotion. And that bug is already fixed, because Rusty Dios is just a machine, apparently. Also, I was so distracted, I forgot, like, maybe you shouldn't full sprint. Maybe you do need to stab them once it's their turn. That turret's not gonna do shit. That turret's a bitch. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's fine. You can have a Discord conversation instead of playing the game and be good. Those aren't mutually exclusive. We're gonna need hyperdrive here real quick. That should get us the movement to get to the sectoid, then we chuck a grenade up top to kill the turret, right? Yes. Perfect. I don't know that this will one-shot. I think it's a coin flip. A coin flip that we consistently lose every single time. Oh, our arm is too weak. We can't throw it. I'm gonna take the Whiplash to finish off the sectoid, maybe. I'm going to teleport up top. And I'm gonna throw the grenade here. Because the turret's, it's just way, way more damage than these other guys. The other guys don't matter at all. The turret will shred the armor, make everything else just fall apart very quickly. This guy probably needs to run for their life. That seems like the safest place. I'm not really sure where Hopkins should be. Their life doesn't actually matter, but I don't want to carry them out to keep the Skulljack, because I know I need that later. Bladestorm won't kill, unfortunately, but it will be a good start. Well, it could have been a good start. It's fine. He's just as bad as we are.
Under attack.
I think I just don't even worry about killing the Purifier since he's down there, right? Just stab, shoots. I guess the other guy can kill him. But I'm worried Omega's gonna have to deal with being exploded on. That's the issue. I would rather just shoot twice with the Marauder and hope it works. But the gun's damage is... Oh. Yeah, sure. There's a 2% to miss, but other than that, it's just dead now. Cool. That gun always hit for 4. This class would be notably more broken. And you can't do anything. I'm sorry, Hopkins. Did Hopkins actually get Sidelmat? Congratulations, Hopkins. You've made the mission harder. Doesn't matter at all. In fact, we're perfectly ready to come deal with this, and if anything, I might be grateful that you've done that. Is Hyperdrive back on both of them, or did I only use it on Alpha? I think they both have Hyperdrive back, which means this next pod is not going to fare well. Oh no, I only used it on one. Crazy. I'm just bad at the game. Kill the Trooper, and we have Taser Blades to kill the mech afterwards. And then we have Tesla beam through the wall to kill the other one. We actually could have done this even more efficiently, but just going straight for the mech. Oh, there's more. There's much more. That's completely unnecessary because I was going to Whistling Storm Cannon immediately. That's all 4 of them dead. Then we Taser Blades the mech. I guess I could have tried to stack all of this onto Omega, but that sounds non-feasible. I don't think I need to do that. Oh, that dealt surprisingly little. It is not really meant as a primary offensive ability, though, so that's fair. We still got enough to get through it. Ooh, maybe not, actually. Thanks to armory work, we could hit for 0. We didn't. Oh, the melee attack shreds. They haven't had armor yet, so I'm just not used to that fact. Crazy. Okay. You should hop down here to minimize line of sight profile with us.
No time to spare.
God, that was disgusting.
I'll be there soon.
We run up and grab the bio on Hopkins. Everyone else can just trail behind. It's not super important. All right, so the real question is, did the turret survive the shred? Oh, there's another pod. I was just like getting ready to deal with the next wave of stuff. The turret did not survive the cannon. The ground it was on is falling apart. However, there are more people out and about. That doesn't kill in a 1. Wait, the highlight's just wrong. 8 to 12. And extra damage to robots, apparently. But 8 to 12 is a guaranteed kill in all of this. Definitely most afraid of stun lancers. I think the snake is very likely to spit poison or try to bind. Huh. So when you said very explicitly 8 to 12 on the tooltip there, I believed you. Silly me. Anyway, let's get out and kill the Viper. Actually, again, the Viper is less threatening than the Stun Lancer. So I'll take the chance to kill here. Cool. You just hunker down. I don't want the reinforcements coming this turn. That is precisely why you got to live. Oh, Mecha's actually very close to ranking up. They're gonna get to do it. Crazy. Come stab the Viper. Then the other proxy can stab the Purifier or walk away. I'd rather take the explosion damage to lock in the promotion. Oh, I can't get there. That's not true. I just have to eat the explosion to do it. That's fine. I'll eat the explosion to get the promotion. That's absolutely worth doing. I recognize that this is probably not necessary or right, but also, just don't have him explode. Run the 50-50 coin flip. That's not what I was going to say. I was going to say that this is easy and I've already committed to it, so let's just do it. Cool, everyone's reloaded. They're out towards where the fight's going to be. Let's grab this vial and figure out where the objective is. There's the reinforcement pod. We should be able to teleport into that with retribution. Bradford, Shin, I don't care. I'm busy. I'm trying to do the commandy thing right now.
No significant energy signal.
Rendezvous is just directly past the reinforcement pod. Easy enough for me. I don't even need to teleport. Gross.
I can get there.
Alright, so this pod is going to get absolutely demolished because it's falling on the Blade Storm. We're just playing the hits over here. I mean, sure, it's 80%. It's not the 100% Blade Storm that you would really want, but it's good enough. Howdy, folks. I noticed that 2 of you only have 4 health. That's not going to go well for you.
I can see the Advent scum.
1 down. 2 down. And we'll call it 2.5 for this Stun Lancer, I guess. Never mind. That could have been a full kill, but we just did nothing instead. You're already promoted, but I'm still going to put the experience here. Just been a little bit brutal, you know? Haven't really felt like I haven't stood much of a chance against these folks.
Cybernetic intelligence will always be superior. I am sure.
I mean, theoretically, we could easily kill this next pod, too, but I'm ready to go. Oh. Well, I mean, if I'm not in range, like, I may as well fight them, then.
I can cover it.
Okay, so I am in range. Like, I can just teleport and leave. I'm gonna leave. I don't want to grind the experience. I want to go home. Let's get out of here. All right. Hopkins, I don't care about your promotion, but Omega, congratulations on Taser Blades. We also have access to Serial now. I don't know that that's going to be particularly usable, but, like, it feels as though that should be a good ability. But for 25 AP with AP cost of, like, 10, 11, 12, that is not getting spent there. There's no way. I don't need anything else there. 125 supplies, knock down the Avatar progress quite substantially. Absolutely not. How dare you? So I imagine the Avatar project is just straight back to 0 now. I don't know, it's only one for each of those. Fair enough.
Continue to prove resourceful, Commander.
We have a data pad, no thank you. Over here I can spend the 13 of 70 XCOM AP on Exterminator. I don't want Sacrifice. Proton Accelerator sounds cool, Missile Barrage sounds cool. I kind of want Shock Missiles as well. I kind of just want to buy Shock Missiles and see how it works. I've got a lot of abilities over here, so I'm going to take Shock Missiles on Omega instead, just so that he'll have more options during this turn. Because without this or that, the number of things I'm doing on this unit's just much lower. Eventually, I probably want Shock Missiles on both. I guess I can afford it right now, but I don't think I need to make that decision. And I think we're just sort of in this weird middle ground where we're scanning and waiting for engineers, because we literally cannot upgrade our gear currently. Hey, a UFO's coming for me. That could be scary with only 2 units. Avatar progress of 4. Well, not really. Next time, minor breakthrough made whole. Not really concerned about those. I'll go for the hidden event unless there's an engineer twisting the decision making. We have a skirmisher guaranteed and a wild card. I'm taking between the eyes, I think.
Good as done.
I do want those supplies. I do not want those rookies. Do I need those supplies now? No, I'll pick them up when I finish making contact then.
The aliens have just finished a new facility tied.
Well, that's not a big deal.
Project, Commander.
I can't remember. What is my current objective? Alien encryption. Okay. That's how I unlock the Shadow Chamber. What do you need from me, Reapers? You could not have said anything better. Intel and engineers for killing the Lost, and you just gave me the card to kill the Lost in one hit? I'm not even including this in the video. I'll just come back and tell you how much experience I got, because they physically can't hit me, and I physically can't fail to kill them in one hit. Like, this is not a mission, this is just a loot pinata. You might be unsurprised to hear that we killed 1 million Lost, nobody got hurt, and the mission went flawlessly. Now we've got intel in reasonable quantities and an engineer. The engineer is absolutely massive. I don't care about them for the normal reasons I care about engineers. I care about them because I'm experiencing a problem I have never had before, which is that I could not make weapons due to my lack of engineers. So I'm going to immediately build 2 P2 disruptors. Then we can upgrade this. And the most important thing is that unlocks the ability to actually upgrade the arm entirely. Don't know why that was disabled before now. Autoloader seems sensible. Yeah, just autoloader scope, I guess. And then over here for the other P2 disruptor, I'll take the more basic autoloader, and lacking any more scopes, I'll take a stock.
Hey, Commander.
And then for the normal reason that you care about engineers, we should put them somewhere. What are we making next? I don't know, but I'm sure it's fine to put you here. We have the supply drop as always. There's a scan for supplies. Make contact instead.
For Western United States.
Oh yeah, there's still that UFO going around. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, see, it left. It just vanished. We're fine. Let's take a look at the room, see what we're building.
Power consumption reached.
Right, yeah, about that. We're going to need to upgrade this.
Power relay upgraded.
That's still not actually enough. So we have to staff an engineer here at this point. And that gives us the ability to build resistance comms, or we could save it to make the combined lab and workshop. Gonna be honest, I just don't really feel like I need any of that right now. I would rather keep making money by continuing to excavate and hold on to my money so I can afford to make armor. Although, one of you should probably just be speeding up these. Because even though I don't need the soldiers back, I do want more covert actions done faster. And continue to scan. We get our Templar, who cares? Scanning to reduce wound time doesn't matter when everyone's essentially a spark and they can all go on their missions even if they're wounded. Hidden reserves, stay with me, bonds of war tithe. Don't think any of that matters. Resources, bond growth. No one's bleeding out anyway. Additional powers, nice. Assign new covert action. Gain ability points, I'm all about. Recruit engineer, I'm all about. So hunting the assassin is how I get more cards for next period. And I have the lieutenant now because my skirmisher got promoted. Getting the engineer sounds more urgent though. We're gonna get the engineer. That seems correct to me. It's so weird to me just being able to send people on this mission and they don't get tired. Like, that doesn't even check out logically to me. I'm so used to covert infiltration.
Let's just hope your people can keep up.
Signals coming through clear.
Oh, wait. 1 second. I made contact. That's neat. We can make contact with new regions. We met the hunter. What does the hunter do? You'll tell me later? No, thank you. Tell me now. Regeneration, immune to melee. Oh, shit. He came prepared. Okay, so that is going to, you know, not be that bad. We'll have to just, like, shoot him with a whistling storm cannon and then shoot him with our normal guns. If that had been our first chosen being immune to melee, that would have been a legitimate problem. But I think we'll be fine for the hunter. I can upgrade this, and that gets me another resistance order. Oh. It's not a huge deal, to be honest. I might do it at the end of the month. I was thinking let me run a second covert up. That'd be way too strong. I'm just forgetting how the base game works since it's been so long. And misclicking and going back to Skirmisher HQ, which might actually be what I wanted to do, but probably not. We probably wanted to grab these supplies. We don't want to wait 18 days for that money. I guess we technically don't need it now, but we're going to need it very soon when we finish plated tech. So, yeah, it makes sense to grab this. In fact, you finish grabbing it right as plated armor finishes. Assign new research. What do we do from here? Okay, we have access to experimental weapons. We can do the stun lancer autopsy, but we can't need that many more corpses, right? Like, if we had just gotten slightly luckier with mission types, we'd have already made it instant. We don't need psionics. Alien encryption to get the shadow chamber immediately. Is that crazy? I'm gonna take experimental weapons for the frost bomb, because I'm still holding out hope for the instant stun lancer autopsy. Ignore. I forgot to do something important. Plated proxy and armor. We have plenty of everything. Give me 2. Oh, you know what? Proving ground. You know what you can do? Experimental ammo, grenade. Oh, we can't build any experimental vest. That must be from like shield bearers or something. Well, like the rest of this is actually legitimately not useful. Skull mining's worthless to me because I can't actually, you know, skull mine on my Proxians. Yeah, so we're done there. But now we can go up to plated proxy and armor.
The aptly named Predator armor.
It doesn't quite work when he's already been customized for every tier to look the same. Never had that happen before. It's very funny. Oh, that's very broken on the right. I don't know what mod is responsible for this, and it's almost certainly not Proxians. It's fine, but it's clearly wrong. So now he has 4 armor and 21 health, huh? That seems reasonable. As opposed to the 18 health and 3 armor. Those numbers are still pretty terrifying. In terms of upcoming scans, it seems to me like intel's the best thing to be doing.
Plotting new course.
Oh, that UFO is still there. It came back. Anyway, we're going to keep doing guerrilla ops like nothing is wrong. We don't care about that reward or that project. Intel's nice. Made holes, not the biggest deal. Engineer's really nice. Hidden dark event could be a huge problem. Strictly because I'm terrified of hidden events, I'm going to go for New Mexico. I imagine this UFO is going to be a very interesting mission sometime soon. It's genuinely super weird to be like, oh yeah, it's just time for Devil Rumble. We're done. We're set up. There's nothing else to do. They're already ready. I mean, theoretically, we have ability points around, right? I can just buy shock missiles now. I found out that this has 2 uses in an AoE. I thought it was a single target attack. Like, it says guided missile. What that means, I think, is it's going around corners like the tier 3 fusion blaster. Or not fusion blaster, what's it called? Blaster launcher. But it's actually a just like 2-use grenade that hits for reasonable damage. I think it's hard to imagine this not being worth buying with AP. Anyway, yeah, let's just go to the next one with our very reasonable aim numbers. I'm gonna take a small break before I launch this mission, so future me will see you in about 5 seconds.
Exposed by a resistance hacker during
I will go ahead and mention this. I normally cut out the introductions, but it is worth noting they do not grapple down, they just mime it. As this video series is sort of unavoidably a feedback series on Proxians, I should bring up that probably is not working quite right. Oh, I see, you're my resistance operative. For a second I thought I brought someone with me by accident. We're good. Let's just teleport forward and see what's going on Omega.
Mutant life form detected on board.
Well, I don't think you really stand much of a chance. At 5 to 8 with bonus damage to mechs, that's not looking great for them. But also, I don't need to fight them. We're just gonna teleport forward on the other Proxian and start moving to get forward. Yeah, we're just gonna go straight under. We don't need to do anything else. Although we may have immediately been found out or found something. Not sure which. Oh, more sparks. It's a shame I bought the things that counter you already. How far away is this? If I cut this direction, I don't think it gets caught. And over here, I'm just so far back, I have to full sprint forward. I just do not feel any fear. It's bizarre. Like, what are they gonna do, shoot me? I just feel so confident with the Proxians right now. We don't have eyes on the snakes. We can start this by just chucking a missile at them, right? Wait, is the other one still on the roof? It is. Well, we don't want to start it that way then. And that is the objective room. I think it's sensible to sprint forward here. Based on the way they're walking right now, I don't think there's any way that this gets caught. Then we come forward on Alpha to the opposite side. I was not expecting to make that far, but that's wonderful. And the resistance op can just hang out. This little block here has really weird cursor problems. I can't even route up there. Like when I control click here, nothing happens. We're gonna come down here instead.
Got it.
This feels very base game to me. If this exact thing isn't base game, you fooled me. So I don't even think that's like a map mod issue. That's just, yeah, that isn't right. That's broken as hell. Anyway, they appear to want to fight, which is not going to go well for them if they get it. Where is this pod going? Is the mech still on the roof? Yeah, the mech's not moved. So I can take Alpha, and I can see that they're right here. If I push forward to here, I don't think I reveal, and it will get vision on them.
Moving to
Which will allow me to use Alpha's blue move to attack. Oh, it doesn't. Well, pushing forward to here definitely will.
Okay.
There's no way this doesn't get vision on them. Thanks, Peek from Concealment. Oh, wait, where is the Stun Lancer? He's dead in the corner. Okay, good. I really would have preferred to attack the Stun Lancer, but since he's not actually in cover and not leaning out, there's really not much I can do to improve this. So we just take the kill on the Stun Lancer, sorry, the Trooper plus the Retribution onto the Stun Lancer. And we'll figure out the rest of this fight afterwards.
Your defeat is at hand.
I think we want to kill both mechs as a priority. The Viper is not a priority. Yeah, everything except the Viper can go down pretty easily, it seems like. And now whenever we do get around to killing that Stun Lancer, it should be easy. Also, where did that spark just run to? Wait, where'd the other spark run to? It's all the way over there. Probably worth using a hyperdrive here. And the mod, I believe, is already updated, so now if I were to use a Whistling Storm cannon, it would be far more reasonable. Yes, very reasonable. Exceptionally reasonable. It's balanced now! We did it! I'm sorry, I hope that doesn't come off as mean. Oh god, that's so funny. That's why I said in the start of the video, it doesn't matter if we start now or not. 12 or 24 or 8,000 are all the same number. Fucking hell, that's funny. So they're all dead then, right? Taser blades to finish him off. Then we use the Reckoning plus shoot on the snake. It's not a guaranteed kill, but I mean, it's good enough. We can also use taser blades that have a much higher chance of killing. This is 3 to 5, this is 3 to 6. That's actually not much better. Gonna go ahead and take the 3 to 5. And immediately rewarded for my greed, thank you. Advanced expanded magazine, superior speed, that's incredible. What are we doing? We're hacking a thing? Sure, why not? Let's go finish the mission. There might be another pod, but it doesn't seem like we need to deal with it if there is. Is enemy protocol the one where you permanently get more hack stat? Sign me up. Now when I use AP to... Thank God it was a 100%. Now when I use AP to buy the Haywire protocol using nanomachines, whatever that's called, it'll be much more effective. I mean, we didn't need... Stun who? What are you talking about? Alright, so now we know where they're at. You're not allowed to shoot, unfortunately, so just hang. This pod is literally the other two pods put together minus one mech. I do want a Retribution to ambush that, but I suspect I need help. Let's start by looking at hyperdrive. Because if we're able to do it all on Omega and have the other Proxian handle the reinforcements... Oh, I'm talking like things are very far from balanced, aren't I? Oh. Oh no. Yeah, it's guided. It just goes around corners. Yep, everyone sure is chipped and deranged to be killed by other methods now. So I come here. I can't get any further there, but that means that it's not cover. So this is a stab on the snake, and then a damage roll on the stun lancer. If I had retribution on both soldiers, it just wouldn't even be a concern. I will use whiplash to guarantee that this... it's not guaranteed, it's an 85%, but hey, apparently it's guaranteed. There's just a guy up there. For some reason I thought he was important, but he most definitely is not. Anyway, if you could just walk over here. The question is, do I take one more step or do I overwatch? I think I take one more step. Make sure that I get everyone coming down. You're not real, I hit backspace. Alright, we have Priest, Stun Lancer, Purifier. I don't know that I feel fear looking at this. Everyone's down to one shot already. We have Reckoning Shoot, Reckoning Shoot. Oh yeah, we do have to actually land the Retributions. I keep thinking it's gonna be like a Colonel Skirmisher or a Templar, where you just land the hit every time, but that's not what's happening. Just give it a second, the health will remember to update in a second. Oh, we did hit him. His health just hadn't updated. Alright, cool. Oh, there's a second wave. Whatever will I do? I'm in blue move range for both of them, so I can shoot. Oh, I don't have eyes on the Purifier. That's why you thought it was a safe position. I mean, I just ripjack this one and then step back. There's nothing else to really think about. I can't help but call it a ripjack, because it basically is. With Omega, the Purifier is a non-issue, so we just go for the other one. And then if we happen to have eyes on the Purifier from here, I'd be happy to kill it. Which we do. Sorry, you don't get to take your actions. Viper, Mech, Trooper. By all accounts, real units that should be moderately scary at this point in time, but absolutely not. Huh. So apparently with a notably less modded setup, instead of getting the white screen bug, I get the black screen bug. Oh, and it's back. That's weird. If I hit Q, it goes to that. Wait, no, I want to leave. I want to get off the ride. I'm sorry for hitting Q to do science. Yeah, now we're stuck here. That's no good. It looks like every single Bladestorm attack missed that round. Anyways, they're all dead. It doesn't matter. We are so far above this enemy count. I think it's talking about the objective that I've already handled. Just in case it somehow matters, I'll throw it over here, but it shouldn't do anything. Oh, wait a second, you're alive. That wasn't the plan. Well, as we've done several times, the Viper's the lowest priority if I'm being forced to choose. Got a 48, it's not very good. Yeah, sure, throw a bomb at the Viper, why not? It's better than not doing anything. You don't get to have a turn. Oh no. Anyways. That'll be one steamroll of a mission. And I think it's time to start really glossing over guerrilla ops until the enemies scale up, because we have so far outstripped them right now. This is exactly like early game laser sparks, except even worse. Promotions on both of them. On Omega, we'll be taking Whistling Storm Cannon as the easiest choice I have ever made. I'm not quite sure what the best use of AP is right now, but I don't think there's a necessary one. We have Missile Barrage. Single, large, fast cluster missile into the air, breaks apart and rains down destruction. 2 action cost. Interesting. So looking at this, it sounds like it's a 2-turn action blazing pinions that goes off immediately. Proton Accelerator fires multiple beams, requires at least 3 ammo. 4-turn cooldown, unlimited uses, 3 ammo requirement, uses, I guess, 3 ammo. I don't know what this does. And I'm gonna be honest, that means I'm picking this one, because Archon Pinions for 2 actions, like, I don't remember the last time 2 actions hasn't felt incredible on this unit. Spending both actions instead of just getting a new tool sounds wrong. And considering that this seems to stack very heavily with Exterminator, I will now use my AP for Exterminator, so I can Reckoning in Proton Accelerator with +2 damage on every single shot. And suddenly I'm not even afraid of Sectopods, I think. We're a bit early for Sectopods. What force level is this? 1 second, I don't care about any of the loot. Thanks for the engineer. Hey, what force level are we at? No, I don't care about the... Okay, that was an engineer, I care about that. This is force level 5. I swear to God, I could type in set force level 10 into the console, and I would just be fine. But hubris comes before the fall, so let's tone that in a little bit and start actually playing intelligently. First things first, we absolutely want this engineer working towards something. UFO is still coming for us. That's a major concern. That's a mission that's very hard to do. We haven't even done turret autopsy, so we can't even try to make... What's it called? Whatever the defense building for the Avenger defense is. I'm not even capable of starting that. I'm gonna go for the engineer. I'm very confident we're gonna have to fight that UFO soon.
I'm glad to see our joint effort paid off.
Oh shit, there's another engineer. All right, we're done on engineers. We're done. Let's get a new covert op going. We can hunt the Chosen here, manufacture upgrades. I feel like I'm looking at Hunt the Chosen. Yeah, we're just gonna keep on sending out this Skirmisher and Reaper pair. This will unlock another faction card for us, so seems like it's worth doing.
Don't worry, Commander.
And back to scanning. We've got a Frost Bomb now. I'm not convinced we're gonna need it, but hey, now it's available. Instant stun Lancer autopsy. Greed pays off. And why does that matter? Well, you see, we have the P2 blade, which I wasn't exactly feeling like the damage had fallen off yet, but here we are. Let's go ahead and do mech breakdown as well. Kinetic strike module, holo targeters, lots of things, but I don't see the Avenger defense that is for turrets specifically. And I haven't actually been able to take a turret home with me, apparently. Yeah, I don't have the Illyrium to research Illyrium because I sold that for money for early game reasons, which is not something I regret, but it is coming back to bite me just a little bit. Let's go for Resistance Radio. Now P2 blades, that'll be a negligible amount of my resources. I only have to get out 2 soldiers, so just not a problem. So our previous blade was 4-5, +1, 1 shred, 20 aim. Same 20 aim, now we're at 25% stun chance, same 10% crit, same 1 shred. The 1 more crit damage is nice, but the real story is 4-5 upgraded to 6-7. Just straight +2 damage. Everything else is far less important. Oh, that's where they are. Yeah, sure. It's 25 supplies, get a Frost Bomb. There we go. Oh, and blue screen protocols have been unlocked. I'm sorry, no one cares about the Frost Bomb anymore. Yeah, that one. That one. Sorry. Yeah, that instant mech autopsy gave me something really important. I don't care about the Frost Bombs at all anymore. So sad. Minor breakthrough with the Avatar project. Somehow I don't think that's going to be a huge deal. We might want to go to the black market and buy some Illyrium. I know we sold them our Illyrium earlier, but just to keep going at the fastest pace on the tech tree. Fine. I'm not the biggest fan of this, but fine. 18 Illyrium for 30 intel, that's a very easy buy for me. That's not even remotely problematic. The rest of this, I could just buy a scientist. I'm about 223 intel. I don't feel like I need research time. I feel like I'm just doing great on that front. Maybe it's because I'm not used to playing on lower difficulties, but I feel like my research pace is just insane right now. So it's not even a research pace, right? Like, research matters insofar as it multiplies the effectiveness of your troops, and the Proxians don't need any more. The deck's already stacked. We're done. Like, additional scientists just in the game faster. I mean, that is my goal. It's in the game. So sure, let's go ahead and go to the black market and buy the scientist, because that is how you end the game faster. and then we'll go back to the
Avenger
engineer.
plotting new course.
And when this research ends, we can continue on with Delirium instead of doing any side grade nonsense. Now that that's done, we're not researching psionics, my man. Who's gonna use them? What are you talking about? These are robots. So we go for alien encryption right away. There is a retaliation, and this one's gonna be a lot easier than the last one, because we have twice as many Proxians to go on it. We have 2 Whistling Storm Cannons, full tier 2. We have 6 AP here, but I think we have no XCOM AP to use alongside it, right? Yeah, we have 7 total, can't buy anything. Still, Alpha and Omega have this handled. Let's get into it. The walkaway is so good. I love the animation for them turning on their shields at the start. That is fantastic. Alright, so here's our first resistance camp. It's time to save people. Let's get in there immediately. Caution to the wind, hard teleport, maximum edge of line of sight. Let's go. Oh, there's nothing here. Well, we're gonna take the second teleport. If it continues to be nothing, we'll just double Overwatch and that'll be fine. I was planning on like using hyperdrive and making plays, but I guess just getting a lot of movement towards the objective is fine. So there's a mech next to the assassin. Oh wait, this is the hunter. It's not the assassin today. All right. You're immune to melee, aren't you? Well, bad news, Chief. We might have just fixed the Shred Storm cannons, but I also got my second one, so it works out the same. It's not gonna go well for him. This campaign is just Advent bullying. If you're watching this, I assume to some degree you just enjoy seeing Advent get shit on. Although, to be fair, units with counterattack are a problem. So mutons are going to be a notable step up, because I can't just walk up to them and kill them. I swear to God, they're going to be harder to deal with than the previous enemies. Oh hey, here's another one. So now it's completely fair. Each Proxian gets 1 muton and 1 purifier, and the more advanced Proxian gets the more full health muton. What's the phrase? The only thing I'm surrounded by is fear and dead men? That's the vibe my Proxians have going for them. There's no number of enemies at this force level where I feel fear. Shredder has to be part of the calculations for me to get afraid, and it's just not yet. I think technically the mechs and mutons both have like Shred 1, but even so. Theoretically, it would be inconvenient if he exploded, but it wouldn't really be the biggest deal. Was he calling for timeout? Feel kind of rude now. How much damage does this do baseline again? 9 to 12. What? So this must scale its damage off of the blade then. Because I had the upgraded hand cannons last time, and it was still a lower number than this. So this gains damage when you upgrade your blades. I don't know that that's right. It might make more sense to gain damage when you upgrade your guns. Technically, neither really makes sense. And it's got to scale off of something that's tech related. The armor, maybe? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. What's the best way of dealing with this? What does this say it does? It deals 9 to 15 damage. I'm happy to just overdrive and use some tools here. Because I can't melee this without risking damage. I can't melee that. And since they are making it hard on me, this seems like the logical solution. Kill him from range while dealing chip damage to the muton, and then figure out how we get to the muton. Almost one-shot the muton, too. This is not going to be high enough, but just by rotating around, it will be. Is there any reason I should do anything else? Can't say it seems like there is. Oh, right, yeah, Wrecking Ball. And I believe I have a speed loader on this soldier.
Team is in the clear.
Cool, we've already saved 4 people. It's turn 2. Also killed 2 buds. I don't think overwatching here makes a lot of sense. Oh, that was my last action. I thought I had one left. No, I grenade, walk, shoot. That was all 3. Yeah. If you guys could shoot people and tell me where they're at, that would be helpful. That's the mech next to the hunter. We know about that one. Well, time to teleport forward and see what's going on. I like this full cover on the tank. So what are we looking at? There's the hunter. Sir, please, time is money. I have places to be. So we're going to teleport forward on the other proxy, and there's no real ability to kill the hunter this turn, but we can at least throw some abilities his way. It doesn't seem necessary, though, like at all. I'm going to run forward to this position here on Omega in case that does pull. It does. And that means I can now make intelligent decisions about how to fire this missile and how to put... Oh, it doesn't. I was just having extra vision range. In that case, I'm just running forward here, too. And next turn, we'll worry about killing the hunter. Oh, hi. Double Lancer pod. Quite spooky. And a Faceless. On the whole, this is the closest to feeling fear I've come all episode. Having 2 Proxians when I was able to do army of 1 Proxian for the first couple missions feels so good. You didn't even kill him. What kind of bargain bin riot control is this? It looks like there is a 3rd pod we'll be pulling this turn.
Crush them.
So we could obviously go for the hunter, but we can probably just kill like 4 other units instead, right? That seems more sensible. Did the spark run next to multiple people who died of the missiles? I love you, Advent Mech. You're on the wrong team. Oh, you want to get hit by the missiles too? Okay. Maybe? Not quite sure with where you're currently positioned. He's thought better of it. Interesting turn, Hunter. I don't think it's going to pay off in the long run. Yeah, I probably should be worried about the Faceless, but I'm not. We're just going to get so far away from him that it doesn't matter. Alright, if the Faceless is down this much health, it might be killable in 1. Damage on that Stun Lancer probably doesn't matter at all, but I do appreciate the crit, even if it's really just for moral support. No civilians are dead yet. I don't think I can win this with no civilian deaths, but I might be able to, depending on what the Hunter chooses to do. And how well these shots on the Faceless keep going. I think that's the last one, though. I don't think the Resistance is handling it on their own. So this is going to be an easy overdrive. There's just not going to be a worse turn than this. I believe our other Proxian, yeah, still on cooldown. It's going to want to be a blue move here. First things first, how does this bomb look? Because for you, it's not turn ending. That just seems disgusting. Do that. That's just an entire pod deleted from the map. Then we take out the Stun Lancer. It's not guaranteed, unfortunately. The stun will count. That's good enough for me. And then we take out the Faceless. We have active 4 Stun Lancer Hunters. 2 of them. We were never killing the Hunter this turn. I come here with the first. No, I come here with the first one. That way I'm pulling back into the other one and they all have to run past me to do anything else. I Taser Blades the other one. Oh, well, you're stunned and not doing anything now, but the point was that everyone running forward would run past the Retribution. They could potentially both be dead. That's a huge amount of enemies dealt with in 1 round. The 25% stun chance is going kinda hard. Oh, good, because we didn't kill him this turn, it means he's able to summon friends. Round and round he goes, where he stops, nobody knows. The Hunter is a mystery wrapped in an enigma, man. Who can ever guess what his next play will be? Maybe he'll spend 3 actions moving 1 blue move into the middle of the map with terrible cover, flanked by multiple resistance soldiers already, and not take any hostile actions. You'll never know what he's going to do. The dude will keep you guessing until the very end. Oh wow, even the people shooting at him from the perspective of him being in full cover landing the shot. Kind of sad. I'm glad that last operative didn't kill steal the Stun Lancer, but also, like, why didn't he? Base game AI just always leaves me very confused. I've got the Whistling Storm Cannons, but apparently I just didn't need them. Jesus Christ, the Resistance is just soloing the Hunter. Guys, no. I'm supposed to be important. You're supposed to need me. Yeah, I come over here, and then I Whistling Storm the Stun Lancer and the Hunter to kill them. That's the play. I'd have to kill the Resistance op if I wanted to get the Stun Lancer from this angle. That's okay, we have other explosives. I was hoping to kill the Hunter there. Oh, we have Whiplash, we're good. Well, 1 in 20 times we're not good, I guess. This is not one of them.
Resistance is weakening on all fronts.
And that'll be a 0-death, 2-man right. I was just getting in melee range for the accuracy. That's what I was doing. That'll be a 0-death, 2-man terror mission. Seems normal. So, like, what kind of numbers are we seeing out of this, out of curiosity? 5 kills, 59 damage, never missed a hit. 8 kills, 67 damage, never missed a hit. Yeah, that just sounds right. Mostly they're not really shooting guns, it's just the guaranteed damage stuff. It's the stab, it's the explosives, it's their ridiculous mobility in spite of their actual mobility number. Omega ranking up to Overlord, getting Retribution, spending his AP probably on Tesla Beam. Man. Just a pair of Colonel Proxians doing very normal shit, and I think it's April, right? None of this seems too important to me. Unlocked Muton and Faces autopsies. I don't think we need the Mimic Beacons.
My expectations were high.
Illyrium Core is no thank you. Force level 6. The date is April 26th. They're not both Colonels yet, admittedly. That'll be next month.
I'm impressed. I've always found those extra dimensions
Okay, time to go get engineers.
especially irritating.
We went from like only having 2 engineers about 3 weeks ago to having so many engineers I can't imagine caring about them anymore.
Casualties during that last covert action.
Hunt progressed.
Troops will all recover after some well-earned rest. We've just received.
Let's figure out what we're doing
intel
next.
On the Chosen, Commander.
Just keep hunting, I guess, right?
People, Commander.
The ability points are nice.
If you've got
I don't think we need ability points. I'm just gonna keep progressing the hunt chains. And that'll be the last engineer that we are gonna get all campaign, I hope. We're about to have alien encryption unlocked, so I guess I want to go to Skirmisher HQ, speed up excavation, and try to use that so that I can get the shadow chamber going faster. Doesn't really seem to matter too much. That UFO is still like right next. It literally is right there. There we go. I was wondering when that was going to happen. Now, if Bradford's told me, I didn't even get a chance to finish the sentence. If I've learned anything from Bradford in the past, it's that he cannot evade this UFO. This little escape segment is entirely a formality.
We're going down, Commander.
Anyway, I trust the Proxians to handle it.
Brace yourselves.
Wounded soldiers are allowed all campaign. What are you talking about? No, we don't need the other, like, 4 to 10 guys. It's just these two. They've handled it thus far. They're going to continue to handle it. Walking out there, holding their invisible guns. Enemies must not reach the ramp, huh? That's a little bit hard to do, maybe. Let's start by just jumping up top on Alpha, seeing if anything's immediately up here with us. Yes. Oh. Isn't that just the cutest thing you've ever seen? I'll take a stab here. What are you gonna do? Shoot me for 4 damage? What are they gonna do? Shoot me for 4 damage? Those people literally cannot touch Alpha between blast padding and the tier 2 armor. Anyway, I may as well jump up on Omega. There's a small chance of taking a wound here, but time is money and I need to start stabbing people. I'm going to stop here in case this pulls something around the side of the tank. I don't want it to have clear shots.
Menace 1-5, we have visual confirmation on the disruptor.
What are you doing?
Let's get the hell out of here before it's too late.
Maybe I should have installed a better AI. What was that? It's like Pioneers and Infiltrators had a single monstrous child that just cannot be stopped.
Commander, I'm sending reinforcements in from the Avengers reserves.
The Viper's a non-issue. The Trooper's a free kill. Okay, I know what I want to do. I know what I want to do. Come forward to the Stun Lancer. And then Whistling Storm backwards. Because of Retribution, the Stun Lancer's just dead. Well, I mean, if there's this many in front of me, maybe I'll Whistling Storm forward. Oh, we didn't actually see them. And if we were to Whistling Storm forward, that would end up pulling them and not actually hit the Stun Lancer. There's like a pixel that gets the Stun Lancer and the Trooper. But I don't want to pull that pod this turn. So I just do this and kill everyone behind me. Oh, hey, look at these people who are not allowed to do anything. You can hang out back here. Yeah, I guess I just run forward to here. I'll use taser blades over to the Trooper on the left. Oh, actually, this is better. Am I not allowed to target this outside of line of sight? I think that's what it is. But still, it's fine. They're all dead. Our scaled up damage is high enough to kill all officers in one. Did I not hit the sectoid? I wonder if that was an issue with the targeting highlight or if I misclicked. Yep, you sure did get both of them. You didn't even hit them to see that they were immune. Shameful.
Situation just got worse. Resistance outposts are reporting enemy transports on the move across this region. They're getting ready for an all-out assault.
Oh, I accidentally went for the objective. Well, if I'm already here, I guess I'll just kill it then. The sectoid will run away because I'm here. Oh, you know what? I don't think I got the bonus damage for that. Which is probably because this is an objective and not like an actual thing. Anyway, the other one's gonna go run and stand in the middle of the reinforcement flare. Nah, you're good. You don't need to help. Howdy, folks. I, too, am an Advent.
It begins.
It's not going to be dead, but it's not going to be happy either. And the trooper, on the other hand, he best hope for a miss. Just slapped his gun out of his hands like a cartoon character. Oh, yeah, sure. I guess I was being efficient by not attacking the sectoid. I knew you could one-shot him on the retribution, of course. You want to keep trying to burn me, Mr. Purifier? God, it's just embarrassing. Please stop.
I'm sending reinforcements in from the Avengers reserves. Menace 1-5, be advised, we've picked up hostile reinforcements inbound on your position.
Yeah, I can just stab here and then run back.
Resistance is choose a target.
You don't get to take turns. You don't get to take turns. Start by shooting here. That purifier is really just not an issue, even a little bit. I'm gonna take my free reload and then just... Bradford, Shen, please. Why do you pretend I was allowed to play the game if you're gonna rip control out of my hands again? And then I'm going to teleport back into this. Good luck, reinforcement pod. It is a stun lancer and a mech. Theoretically, that's a scary set of units for Force Level 6. But, actually, no. Just absolutely not.
Firestorm now.
Ah, one of them missed. I was about to say, I'm surprised it lived.
We are in danger of losing this.
Could have killed them both. Instead, just did a really good start. I don't believe this tiny twig of a tree is actually cover, so we should be able to stab the trooper, shoot the stun lancer. And then turn after this so we can easily leave with teleport.
Be advised, we've picked up hostile reinforcements inbound on your position.
Come down here to stab the trooper. Use hand cannons, kill the stun lancer.
Always be superior. Your defeat is at hand.
Activate overdrive real quick. I'm going to move on to the flare.
Sensors online.
I assumed I had the range for this. I do, thank God. Use Tesla Lance to kill the Advent mech. And then hand cannons aren't going to do it there. I've got plenty of Whistling Storms left. You guys aren't real. Stop asking. It's just gratuitous. Like, I can't even farm experience on Alpha anymore, and Omega's pretty close to Colonel. Poor guys. I mean, they deserve it. I don't feel bad for them, but at the same time, dear Lord.
Be advised, we've picked up hostile reinforcements inbound on your position.
We take the stab here. That should kill it. Then we teleport, and I think you can make it all the way back. You can. Now the real question is, where can teleport make it on my other soldier? They can make it back as well. Cool. That is the smoothest Avenger defense I have ever run. Let's get out of here.
Excellent work, Commander. Looks like the Avenger lives to fight another day.
9 kills, 85 damage versus 10 kills, 97. Very even distribution of work between those two. So what was I doing before I was so rudely interrupted? I was scanning at Skirmisher HQ. And this video is probably getting on the long side now, so I'm going to go ahead and call it as soon as we get our next mission. But for now, a little bit more scanning to do. Debris cleared. We're going to finish shielding this power coil so that we can build the shadow chamber there once it unlocks. And start working on excavating this next one as well. They've been made whole. They no longer have weaknesses, at least for a hot second. Alien encryption is done. Now we can build a shadow chamber. Purifier autopsies are instant. Not that I need anything from them, but cool. I've got that now. And we go straight into Illyrium.
New objective added.
2 days until the power coil is shielded. We're going to wait for that for the shadow chamber. I'm sorry, Councilman. I can't be bothered to care because none of what you're saying matters to me. I don't care what they're doing either. Wild hunts. That doesn't bother me at all. That's just free AP. Bending read's not a problem. We're going for the dark event unless we're convinced by mission rewards. I'm going to take increased PCS effects, I think, just for the additional mobility it grants. We have located the stronghold, I think, or we're on the way to doing so at least. Next covert action. Do we just want to kill him immediately, like next week? No, because we don't have a major to do it yet. We're still on lieutenant on the skirmisher. Oh, wait a second. No, he's still only at captain. He's not there yet. So we're going to go hunt the chosen assassin instead, just because we have the rank to do that one. We need a sergeant on this mission to prevent the capture chance. So we can't do this one yet until someone else reaches sergeant. Ability points gives a soldier promotion as a reward. So we're going to go here to get major on this skirmisher. And we're going to keep sending the Templar or the Reaper, whichever one's available, just because they're more easy to identify on the list until one of them gets the sergeant. Get that out.
I'll order my people to get underway immediately.
Continue to scan. Power coil shielded. View room. We are going to make the shadow chamber. And I'm going to staff an engineer and start building resistance comms.
Communications facility construction initiated.
Blue screen rounds are done. Let's go ahead and build another pair of those then. Yes, they can in fact take blue screen rounds, and they have fanfire essentially, so that will probably do some pretty serious work and outweigh any other item I could carry. Continue scanning until the next mission. Shadow chamber completed. Weird to have it done this early in the campaign.
We are fully prepared to begin our analysis of the material.
So once we get tier 3, we're ready to go straight into shadow chamber shenanigans. That's fun.
With the shadow as well.
We've got him back with those ability points. Got him promotions on both of those. And with that new promotion, we can now hunt the hunter again. There's beginning to be a real chance that the next mission is killing a chosen at the start of episode 3. I'm just somehow really not concerned about the Avatar project this time around. I have nothing I'm planning to build at the minute. I should probably assign those engineers though. And we have guerrilla ops coming up, finally.
Shadow chamber running the numbers.
We wanted to stop the dark event, but it's a horde mission. I mean, I'm glad we don't want to stop bending reed, because that would be Psionic Storm. That sounds like legitimately a hard mission. Oh wait, we can see what's in the missions now. Yeah, 4 sectoids, 5 priests, never mind. And this one's just, you know, yeah. I'll be back with you next time at the end of this mission, but like, it's not a real mission, so I'm not going to show it on screen. You know how the horde goes. They don't do anything. They die, we get experience, we leave. That's it. That's all that happens. But for now, I'm done. I've been Rather Go here, and I hope you've been enjoying this absolute stomp of a campaign with the Proxians. Thank you for watching. Thank you to the modding community that makes nonsense like this possible. Thank you to my one Patreon supporter, Jeffrey Ban, and I'll see all of you in the next one.